You know what I want to know? Is r/Butterfree even a real subreddit? I want to know. Let's find out. Reddit.com/r/Butterfree. We're about to find out in real time together. As a team, as a unit. Oh! It does exist, but it's a private community. The subreddit joined the protest of Reddit's API changes. Dude, this was like 2 years ago. This is like a while ago. We are choosing to go black indefinitely until something changes. We lost a good one, folks. And the pace doesn't even exist anymore because of how long ago this was. Devastating. Oh, I'm now learning that. Yeah, that is a 4chan reference, not a Reddit reference. Gotcha. Well, you're right about one thing. r/Butterfree, and I'm gonna continue calling you r/Butterfree, even though it was stylized like this. I've literally never even noticed. I've never even noticed that it was b/Utterfree. I've always called you r/Butterfree. I'm gonna continue calling you r/Butterfree. It's we play of the week. We play of the week. Probably because I'm going through Game of Thrones. I just finished season 6. My partner and I are going to try to finish Season Thrones in the next week or so. We're trying to binge the last 2 seasons. My day's going pretty well, Shiny Lindy, and thank you for asking how is yours. That is a good alt name to have in your back pocket. We have a lot of replays to get through, and when we do, we will be fully caught up. We will be fully caught up on Replay of the Week. And it's going to be pretty sick. I think these are in general chronological order. I went back through, and this is about 2 or 2.5 weeks built up of submissions. And for people that submitted more than 2 in the past couple weeks, I grabbed 2. This stream is going to be cool. I think we just dive in because we've got a lot to get to. Of course, this submission was submitted by r/Butterfree. Them versus Dark Doug 28, 1409 versus low 1300 gaming. Let's dive in. Lead T-Tar versus lead Shiny Salamence. Gengar going to come in, okay, on an Earthquake. Could have come in on a Brick Break. I like that decision from Dark Doug 24. And Kingdra is the answer to Gengar. I guess you could take, yeah, you could come in and take a Wisp. You have Lum, but there goes your Lum. And you're going to get outsped. Like, are you, like, I don't know the team structure. Maybe this is the only thing that can ever switch in on a Gengar, but I'm a little scared for you. Oh, you're being taunted as well. Well, this is disastrous already, I have to say. They exit. They go to their own Cloyster. Also, insane that Cloyster takes 36 from resisted Surf. Cloyster is pretty frail. We get a Rain Dance off at the cost of a single Spike. And HP Grass / Alec, unclear which one, easily takes out the Cloyster. T-Tar comes back in, brings the sand. Crit Surf. Unfortunate. Gengar has to come in, and honestly, I think he kind of has to blow up. Because he really wants to deny rain. Obviously, you could go elsewhere. You could anticipate the Blowsion. I want New York to win. I really want New York to win the National Basketball Association basketball game that is happening today. Oh, actually, I guess it started about a half hour ago. But every time I always forget that the games are happening, and then I check at halftime, and it's not close, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I guess I'll just continue not watching this game. What is going to happen? Pivotal turn happening. We go to Claydol. Oh, no, and of course, they have taunt. So they can just deny. They need to get the Gengar in front of the Kingdra like every time though. So, okay. Anyway, we're back. Of course, the Claydol has something to hit Gengar, and this time it's Shadow Ball, allowing the Claydol to put more EVs into its offensive stats. That's crazy, by the way. Crit Hydro Pump just one-shotting the Claydol. Well, you got your spin off, so that's something. But it looks like we're getting rain. Rain is happening. Yeah, there it is. And they crit Earthquake you, but presumably you have some other Pokemon that enjoys the rain. This is insane. This is wild. All shiny Pokemon so far, by the way. Was it a shiny Claydol? I didn't even notice. Crit Hidden Power. You know this is a Thunderbolt. We don't have a Claydol anymore. Sheninja can come in on a T-Bolt. Wow. Whoa. Choice Band Shadow Ball does that much. Again, I guess I'm assuming this is Choice Band. Like it doesn't have stats, right? Like it has to. We're gonna get the hell out of the way. Raikou comes in. Oh my god, Raikou takes so much from Fire Blast, bro. That's kind of insane. Swampert is very healthy. Venusaur also should be able to take most things. Razor Leaf crit. Couldn't have come at a better time. HP Ice, okay. Oh, they missed Razor Leaf. Isn't it like 95% accurate? That sucks. Yeah. Oh, it's HP Ice. Okay. Of course, well, they knew that from having taken it on the Venusaur the turn prior. Hydro Pump here, right? Because it hits the Ment switch in as well. Or Ice Beam. Wow, that is Spadef or bulky Ments, by the way. Or maybe Pert is just insanely weak. Oh, was that Blazed? I just missed that. Oh my god, we got our Gyarados frozen. This game has had some twists and turns. We're going to try to wake it up. I guess the question is, what does Dark Doug have left that can actually kill your Sheninja? Raikou is here. It's exactly Wisp, right? I'm thinking. I'm trying to put my thinking cap on. Yeah. We know that nothing the Pert has can do it. Venusaur just drops immediately to Shadow Ball. Crazy. We take the Wisp on Raikou. Smart. Are you faster than this thing? Unsure. And it's still just HP Ice. Yeah, so the Raikou isn't going to be able to make much progress. It has to be Choice Band Sheninja, though, right? It can't not be... It can't be Lum. How much health does the Gengar have? Well, I guess if you can do 50% to a Gengar after being... you can't be frozen by Ice Beam, can you? That'd be kind of crazy. This is one for the record books, folks. It is Choice Band. I'm getting confirmation that it's Choice Band. And yeah, Wisp happens, but you can just deal 56%. That's insane. r/Butterfree winning a game with Sheninja and immediately going in the chat saying, I got to get more rare Mon teams, though. I'm getting hella downloaded by my foes. Lamau. Mad props for Kanto starter trio. Well, not exactly. If the Swampert was a Blastoise, there's a Cloyster. A lot of Gen 1 Pokemon hanging out on this guy's team. Respect to Dark Doug. That was crazy. That Sheninja was on fire. Okay. Let me double check who this was submitted by, because neither of the names here are shouting at me. Let's see. Where did I get this one? Goo Girl 420 versus Daniel 890. Okay, this is Green Herb White Smoke. Still completely unsure which is which. But this is a random battle, folks. So we're going to see some... Indy only up 1 after first quarter. Okay. Okay, Flamethrower. Wow. Yeah, Daniel was not privy to Flamethrower. Tail Glow. Oh, Volbeat, no. Barely living that. Do you get Baton Pass? Oh, shit, it does. Tail Glow Vaporeon. That's annoying to deal with. It's not Lum. I would imagine the Vape could also have Baton Pass, though. It's got Wish. Okay, you click Wish. And you Toxic the Gorbis back. Okay, you got Rain Dance up, but I don't know... Yeah, Vape is kind of tanky. Oh my god, what a crit. That's insane. Politoed? Dude, how did you just get given a Rain Team in random bats? That's wild. Oh, it's Electabuzz. It's our buddy. Coming in and being speedy and kind of weak. That's his whole thing. Flanky, welcome to the stream. You are in the thumbnail. You've made it. Shuckle getting paralyzed on Forge. Yep, and Electabuzz. Oh, resting on a sub. You can't really get through the Shuckle, though. It's like a 5-hit KO. Maybe it's a 6-hit KO. And now we're going to check to see if Focus Punch does more. It does slightly less than Sap Thunderbolt. That is fucking insane. Oh, you've been encored. Okay, well, when they're still behind a sub and you can't really break that sub, I don't know if encoring the Electabuzz is the flex that you think it is, Goo Girl 420. And Muck is just going to curse up. Love this. Now the Electabuzz can go back to Thunderbolting, which I highly suspect would have done more than another Focus Punch after 2 curses. Daniel 890. Oh, you're still encored? Wait, you were encored 5 million turns ago. Why are you still encored? This is Gen 3. Encore is supposed to last like 2 turns. Is this like a bug? Oh my god. And Good Girl doesn't even take advantage of it. They curse a million times. The crit Focus Punch was actually huge because Focus Punch was doing less than Leftovers Chip Heal. But I think they might have gotten a little greedy with those curse boosts. Because then all they have to do is bring in anything that can hit you with a special attack, and they're probably going to revenge kill you. You need like a good mix of boosts, but you need some health to get the most value. And it's Nose Pass making an appearance. Piloting Muck is a very important part of the random bat metagame. And I don't know that Goo Girl 420 did Muck justice in that one. Pretty sure Encore was made short after Gen 3. What am I thinking of? Am I thinking of Taunt? Pokemon Encore. Introduced in Gen 2. Generation 3. Okay, starting in Gen 2, it lasts 2 to 6 turns. And they didn't change that in Gen 3. In Gen 4, it was changed to last 3 to 7. And then after that, in 5 and 6, it lasts exactly 3 turns. So it looks like they just rolled like a really unlucky length of Encore. But yeah, I forgot. I guess I was mistaken. I think it was Taunt that I was thinking of. But yeah, what is going to be able to get through the Shuckle is my question. We're subbing again, but now you've been encored on the sub, and the Electabuzz is not in a great spot. We're going to wrap the sub. And now if Electabuzz doesn't leave, you're going to... Oh, you can't sub if your current one hasn't been broken. That's entirely fair. I will admit... Well, you are using substitute PP, each time, which is good and helpful. Now the Encore has ended. They will no longer be using that. They're going to switch to Thunderbolt. And yeah, I don't love Encoring Thunderbolt. Man, how many times have we wrapped this damn sub? What an endgame, folks. I never thought I would be commentating such a situation. Who's favored in the Shuckle Electabuzz level 98 versus level 82 matchup? What does this thing have? Wrap, Encore, Rest, Toxic. This is Rest turn. Oh, don't get full parried. Okay. All right. We're going to go on fast mode here. Tangela coming in. What can Tangela do? Yeah, you should have tried to Leech Seed this thing like eons ago, buddy. I'm going to be honest. Politoed is here. Oh, Sleep Sacking Articuno. Interesting. Immediately go back to Tangela. And this thing has been toxic. I don't know if I love that play. You could have went to Articuno and it wouldn't have been able to be toxic because it's asleep. But yeah, unless Tangela has Refresh, which who the hell knows what Tangela has. Is that HP flying Articuno? What the hell is that? What even is this Ranbat set? Tech Moon, welcome to the stream. Okay, is this a hyper fast moment? Because like we are making very little progress here. There's the sub. Couldn't Encore it though. So there's still 8 subs left. Focus Punch doing 19%. And it was seeded. You're going to have to wake up and rest, which we do. By the way, only 8 Thunderbolts left. We're really running out of things that can break through Shuckle. HP Fire. Okay, yeah, that makes sense as well, I suppose. Fire Ice coverage. This is certainly a game of Pokemon right here. Articuno missing a Toxic. Tangela has been wrapped and can't leave. That's actually really huge because now the Toxic is going to take down the Tangela eventually. Oh, Shuckle's also been Toxic, but it doesn't matter because it can just rest it off. Oh, Morning Sun. You got to keep the Tangela wrapped. Wrap is going to end and Tangela is going to be able to leave. Yeah. Okay. So that was kind of a close call. Wait a minute. What was that? Oh, that just straight up Ice Beam. What happened? Electabuzz didn't want to stay in front of Politoed. Was Daniel thinking, surely you wouldn't stay and get T-bolted. You're going to go to Shuckle. I'm not going to waste one of my last 8 T-bolts. So let me go Tangela to get in front of you going Shuckle. That must have been the idea. That's insane. Yeah, and there they go. They go Shuckle on that exact turn. This is a wild game. I don't know if it's like a great like replay of the week submission because here we are kind of like sitting here, 83 turns in, and we're kind of watching. It's a bit of a snooze fest, literally, folks. Shuckle is asleep and is unaware of things that are currently happening to it, such as it being ice beamed repeatedly. Articuno is now wrapped and cannot leave. It will slowly die to Toxic. Surely the Electabuzz can't get through. It would need so many crits in a row. And even then. It's now resorting to Ice Punch. Yeah, you need to freeze the Shuckle. And honestly, you probably should have been trying to freeze the Shuckle a very long time ago. Yeah, no freeze there. The Shuckle's going to rest. A crit Ice Punch doing 20%. Insane value. Another crit doesn't matter. Does not matter. Surely something will happen someday. Only 6 substitutes remain. And only 7 rests as well. This is now only 6 rests. Honestly, if I'm Daniel, you need to stall the rests. So I don't think you should be. Oh my god, he gets a freeze finally. Okay. You're going for focus? Are you out of Thunderbolts? I think Thunderbolt does like I think I've seen it do like 19. We're taking Focus Punch, which is doing less damage. You're giving your opponent outs. Yeah, and they thaw, and yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, this is 1200 versus 1000 gaming. So I'm not that surprised to see the piloting that we are seeing. But come on, guys. If the game is going past turn, it's funny that the Shuckle is so indestructible. I can't disagree there. But you got to be thinking about the entertainment value for the stream. I'm gonna start giving out like grades. And green herb, white smoke. This is a C+ at best, my friend. Run hyper fast. We're in turn 130 with no end in sight. The Articuno is finally gone. There's only 2 subs left. There's 5 T-bolts, 12 focus punches, but it's over. You can't freeze anymore. You need to get a para into several full paras. There's 3 rests left, and you don't have you simply I don't think you have the PP to force the Shuckle to rest. I had been disconnected. I think we're back. There's 1 rest left. r/Butterfree, that much can be said. Do not fuckle with Shuckle. All right. And no more rest. Oh, the Shuckle is out of PP first. But so is the Electabuzz. Oh my god. Yeah, you're getting surfed. Wait. Is Politoed meant to... Oh my god, you just got parried from static. Yeah, but Electabuzz is taking more than the Shuckle. And if Shuckle gets full pairs, that's actually good because it doesn't lose health to struggle. You'd rather have hidden power ground on Shuckle. Of course, r/Butterfree would be the kind of gamer to have thought about. You know, were I to bring Shuckle in Gen 3 OU, this is the kind of... Okay. There's no way for the Electabuzz to win, right? Wait a minute. Well, surely the Politoed doesn't die to 1 struggle from the Electabuzz. Like, Goo Girl 420, pull up a calc and inform yourself that Surf can simply win you the game and save you and all of us precious moments of our time. Downgrade this to a D-. I think I will. Yeah, this is. You guys have to think long and hard about what a replay of the week submission truly means in your heart of hearts. Okay, Electabuzz actually did it. It did fuckle with Shuckle. It got the last word. Surely an Electabuzz with its pitiful attack stat, it is not going to be able to do 40% with struggle, right? Let's go back to normal mode. No, not even crit struggle would have gotten you there. Goo Girl 420, you could have saved us so much goddamn time, and for that, I don't know if you're Green Herb White Smoke or if Green Herb White Smoke was just not a gamer in the game. Maybe somehow they were passed this game from a friend, a colleague. I'm going to give you a D- as well for the performance. Congratulations on the W, though. That was something. All right, r/Butterfree, bring back some vibes, man. Lead Shiny T-Tar. We are 1200 versus 1100 gaming. And subbing in front... Wow. I guess this... I mean, shouldn't Smeargle be, like, faster than Tar? I mean, I guess, like, you're like, oh, what if it has Lum? I don't want to lose the entire game. I understand it. I get it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Dude. I fear that this is not going to go well for Dude. This obliterates Jolt, right? Oh, no. Okay. It's alive. It could click T-Wave. What will r/Butterfree do? It was just Thunderbolt. Okay, lead sub Fire Blast, Focus Punch, Crunch Tar. Interesting coverage. And now you finally come in and Spore the damn thing. Dude, you could have done that all along. Again, maybe you were worried about Lum. But when you're running a team with lead Smeargle, I think you got to sometimes just be willing to goddamn click it. Because are you afraid of every lead T-Tar? T-Tar is like of the most common leads you're going to find. We're Blaziken gaming here. And dude puts up a light screen before falling to the Brick Break. Okay. That's a 3-hit KO. Overheat doesn't one-shot? That has to be a defensive Gengar, folks. Oh, Destiny Bond. Does it work? Does it work if you fall to sand? It doesn't! Oh my gosh! The Blaziken said, I am not going down with this ship. Dude saying, I'm confused but losing anyway. I'm confused about a lot of the decisions that were made as well. That's an interesting mechanic. I think I read somewhere once that was a thing. That's crazy. r/Butterfree, that's at least a B+. 10 turns, in and out, interesting thing, surprising, great submission. All right, Shiny Lady, what do you have for us against Major Tortuga? We're higher on the ladder here, folks. 14 versus 1500 gaming. And see, look at that. That's simply Fire Blast rather than Overheat, and nearly one-shots this Gengar. Meanwhile, in the previous game, Overheat did not. EVs are a hell of a drug. Porygon 2 making an appearance and getting Levitate. Oh my god. Gengar Explosion doing not all that much to the damn Porygon. 55%. We're Flygon gaming. Okay, and we have Superman at home, which is Flygon, 2 Levitators, and a Porygon 2, apparently. That's my read of the situation. Metagross comes in on confirmed HP Grass. And not CB Explosion. Interesting, just straight up Explosion from Shiny Ledian. Gonna get some Protect Chip Heal. And it was Thunder Punch, not wanting to risk the Fire Blast miss. Makes sense. Flygon is here. And it's a Flygon mirror match. Major Tortuga is the gamer bringing the Superman. Dragon Claw mid-grounds. Good click. Especially with, obviously, revealed Flygon on the other side. It's Suicune here. Yeah, I mean, damn. Ice Beam. Excellent click. Easy click there into their team. And Raikou is here. Yeah, so it's a P2 Raikou team. Okay. I was wrong about the Superman. There's 1 Levitator, 1.5 Levitators. All right, what have we seen from this Tar? Nothing. If it's Fizz Tar, we're scared. And it was Earthquake. Flygon pivots in easily. Doubling back to Raikou as they go Scarm. They went Scarm on the Flygon, maybe trying to catch a Dragon Claw, a Toxic. Back and forth gaming happening. Do you have HP Ice? Tortuga's going to scout for it, and yeah, there it is. Confirmed HP Ice. A lot of cards are now on the table. How will the gamers try to proceed? Oh, and clicking Rock Slide instead of Earthquake that time. Ledian boldly staying in to get some damage on that T-Tar. It's going to be imperative that they do so if they want to be able to sweep with that Raikou later. Revealed Dragon Claw Flygon getting into the mix. Suicune can come in and take one pretty damn well. Tortuga's got a Jolt. Not a Jolt, a freaking Zap that can come in. No way Thunderbolt kills anymore. Can you live an Ice Beam? Looks like you took about 40% last time. And no, yeah, that's it. Arrow is here. Yeah, an Arrow can force the Suicune out, and now Suicune will die to a lot. Ledian is going to let it go to now bring in Flygon. Is this CB? I would think that is that CB damage. I would say possibly. I know Shiny Ladian has brought some pretty experimental Flygon sets in the past. Brusky, I do not play TCG Pocket. Thank you for the question. Team looks familiar. Is this Tetra's Flygon team? Oh, this is a Tetra team. Arrow locked into Double Edge. Not wanting to take a Rock Slide, but just going to take the damage on Flygon anyway. And yeah, that crit is kind of wild. I don't know if Flygon can do it. Oh, it wasn't CB at all. Wonder what hidden power that was. And yeah, there's no way that Flygon can take an HP Ice at this point. I respect it, though. They're going to go Scarm so that they can come back in later and heal the Flygon up just a bit. I doubt it's going to be enough. But here we go. Shiny Ledian, I'm sorry for the crit in the chat. Good sportsmanship. Pretty good game. Pretty solid game from Shiny Ledian. Thank you for your submission. Revenant in the flesh. Up next, a 1400 gamer versus Narcissus Cat. Singing Crow, it has lefties. That's such a good point. The rare moment where Dragon Claw is useful, it's kind of like a decent mid-ground, bro. It's good stab. I mean, there are, you know, at least 2 prominent dragon types in the format that you can hit super effectively. What resists dragon besides steel? That's it, right? So it's kind of, I don't know. I like it as a click. T-Tar versus Yama. T-Tar boldly subbing. Yeah, maybe trying to catch a knockoff. Imagining that they think you're going to switch, so they're going to knock off the switch in. Garrett coming in and intiming. Oh, a nice knockoff click. I want to say crit, but it was a click. Yeah, Flygon not exactly known for its offensive capabilities. Okay, well, unless this is thick fat, we've given this thing guts. But we have intimidated the absolute hell out of it. Eventually, they're forced to leave. And that is Hidden Power Rock Gyarados, folks. So you can imagine that this is going to be a timid Gyarados with... Oh, and Narcissus Cat switching the Scarm out, scouting the Magneton on a Gyarados team. I love that. Oh, never mind. It was Thunderwave Gyara. So I wouldn't expect it to be the one that's trying to outrun like Arrow necessarily. Gyarados often likes to come in and just set up in front of Pert. You can, unless it's the defensive Pert that has Toxic, most Perts can't do shit to Gyara. And you can just get like Dragon Dances up in front of it. The Scarm is getting magged. Brusky, I agree. Dragon Claw is cool. Flanky needs to chill out. Okay, we have Toxic the T-Tar. Crazy that if you just would have clicked T-Bolt instead, you could have all but destroyed the entire Tar. But those are the 50-50s that we live with. Its lefties meta could be Agilgross. Lax coming in on a spike in sand, taking chip. All the conditions that make Snorlax not very good in the format, according to one very popular Poke YouTuber, whom I'm a fan of. And that's just it. Snorlax accomplished exactly nothing. That's kind of tragic. Shiny Ledian, I picked, for people that submitted multiple over the past couple weeks, I picked about 2 per person. So I think I've got another one of yours in here. But I don't think it would have been as fun to go through and watch 7 replays from one person, 6 replays from another, and then like 8 replays all from individuals. Okay. Somehow the Yama has been intimidated 4 million times again. There's so many freaking Intimidate users here. Staying into Brick Break in that spot is insane. Are you expecting him to go T-Tar? Or are you just trying to give up the Yama? Maybe just sacking the Yama. But you're letting the Ments just like DD additional times. And I we have to talk about this turn. Gyarados comes in on this turn. Trying to get more, like, knockoff value. Okay. So now, you don't know it's DD Ments. We don't know anything about this Ments, right? Narcissus Cat in a pretty good spot. You've eliminated Gara, Mag, Lax. You have a Spike. T-Tar's a little chipped. Meta's, like, not really chipped. So, I mean, these are 3 pseudo-legendaries you have to get through. You got a ways to go. But everything you have is, like, very healthy. T-Tar's toxic. The one thing you're not allowed to do is you're not allowed to let any of these setup mon, like, get out of control. This is sub-Rock Slide, so it probably doesn't have Dragon Dance. This has leftover, so it could very well have agility. You got to watch out for that. The only other thing you can lose to is, like, DD Ments, right? So, like, what is your DD Ments answer? I mean, oftentimes, it's probably just going to be this defensive Swampert, right? So why are we not going there? Like, are you trying to knock off its lefties to, like, reduce its longevity? I could see it. We haven't seen any moves. It DDs, and you click Brick Break. Like, this is the kind of prediction that loses games. When you're ahead, you're doing really well, and you choose a line that lets your opponent get back into the game. Like, if anything, you need to click, like, knockoff here. I understand, like, oh, like, dude, I'm going to catch him going to T-Tar. Well, what if you don't? And what if he gets a DD, and now your Yama has no attack, and it's paralyzed? This is scary. This is a scary moment. Shiny Ledian, maybe, like, 3 to 4 times a week. Knowing myself, probably 3 to 4 times a week. Maybe someday I'll get closer to daily uploads. But it's tough, man. You know, I'm working a full-time gig over here. Revenant takes the kill there. Honestly, if I were them, I think I might have just DD'd again. It's tough because then defensive perk can switch in. You have 2 stacks. And then they can just Toxic Protect stall you. You might get through the pert anyway, especially if you get, like, DD right on some of their protects. But then the Ments is dead. So you basically trade the Ments for the pert. I could see taking the kill there as well. I can understand that. But the question is, like, how are you getting through this defensive pert? It's kind of a bitch for all 3 of your remaining Pokemon. It's one of the hardest things to break for this kind of a team. And it doesn't appear that you have HP Grass anywhere. So that's something that I would think about. Singing Crow. Hold on. Okay, I'm like concept mapping in my brain that Singing Crow, you're Revenant? Because I know Revenant in my server, and I know Singing Crow from my chat, but now I'm putting 2 and 2 together. All right, great. Was scared about Whirlwind. That is a fair point. So you're saying scared about Whirlwind, and that's why you didn't want to double DD, just take the HP flying. And if they bring the pert in, you get, like, the damage of the HP flying. You can click it a second time as they Toxic. Okay, cool. All right, we're on the same page. I don't agree with how they piloted that Yama. Anyway, we're here. Does Rock Slide just kill after +1? I guess it would depend on the kind of Zapdos they're running. And that's just absolutely a kill. And for that reason, why is the Zapdos coming in? Why is it not Swampert? What are you doing? I mean, after this Toxic, I think +1 Earthquake, depending on what kind of a T-Tar this is, you could die. Your Focus Punch, so maybe your BK C-Tar with a little bit of bulk, and you probably don't die. But you're going to take so much fucking damage, bro. You could have Toxic this thing and then protected and, like, not really taken that much damage. Like, what is your defensive Toxic Protect Swampert supposed to do? Oh, it's DD Brick Break. It's not Earthquake. I love that, dude. I love this set. That's awesome. And finally, they're like, all right, fine. I'll bring in my defensive Swampert if I have to. And HP Flying is a 2-hit. That's insane, by the way. What are the EVs on this? That's not... Is that right? I thought a lot of like of these defensive swamperts. I mean, Salamence is a strong motherfucker, man. This is crazy. All right, you finally have been toxic. You got a DD on the protect turn, right? You DD right now. Always. Yeah, easy. Easy. And then you click HP fly and until the game is over. I would just think that the Swampert would on a team. I mean, you have a Blissey as well. Is the Blissey not tech to live 1+1 HP fly and like KO back with Ice Beam? It's a 1300 gamer. Maybe they're using the team for the first time. Definitely not tech to live +2 Brick Break. That was a crazy one. That was a fun one. The thing though is like that was a crazy comeback, but it was also largely a crazy comeback because the opponent just like threw in like 400 different ways. Yeah, like just bringing in the zap to just die and also bringing in the tar. Well, again, like they thought you were Earthquake. They thought they would live a +1 Earthquake. That's a little bit more defensible, but still, like, why are the Swampert and the Blissey not coming in first before we lose these two Pokemon? Yeah, I'm sure that Blissey lives +1 Brick Break. I would believe it. All right, Toxic Sand Spikes versus Pilfs. Who was this submitted by? Can I find that out? I will find it. This was by Dawn. Is this the guy that was in the Winter Bub video with me, who took my defensive HP bulk investment off of my Nidoking? Zets doesn't forget, brother. All right. It's lead Registeel. How about that? It's got Ice Punch? What kind of technology is this from Pilfs right now? Suicune is just going to... What? Excuse me? Crit Thunderbolt doing 70% to a Suicune. Didn't have that on my bingo card. And it's a para. What? That's insane. Yeah, they're forced to rest immediately. Okay, you got to go somewhere to... Oh, they're going elsewhere. Maybe worried about an explosion or something? Some craziness is happening in this one already. And it's Heal Bell Blissey. Wait a minute. Why did it look like that procced twice? Did you see that? Hold on, look at this. The Blissey clicks Heal Bell. Watch the animation. Heal Bell. Oh, it said woke up. Okay. There's like a chime little animation and then there's like a woke up thing. Okay. Metagross takes a focus punch. Oh, crit mash. Crazy. And this Claydol is faster than the meta. Yes, you bring in Mence on represented Earthquake. Makes sense. Gaming is occurring. Mag just hard coming in, trying to catch the Registeel, no doubt. And that's a nut up in T-Bolt if I've ever seen one. Just last game, a Mag toxicked into a Tar instead. Oh, and we're camera up gaming. Let's go. Camelo is here. Okay. Well, Blissey, I mean, you do not want to take Stab Earthquake from this thing. I'm telling you right now. Seismic Toss, not worth... Is it Choice Banded? Are you locked into Fire Blast? Pilfs. This is not in your favor. That was a prediction. They were predicting that you were going to go... But, like, you're representing Earthquake, right? Earthquake hits just about everything here harder than Fire Blast, except Mence. So you're like your answer to, well, I think you're going Mence is Fire Blast. Do you have Toxic? Like, I don't know. Blissey's just gonna softball it, and yeah, Earthquake isn't even doing 50%. So your only out of this situation is crit, or you could blow up. Okay, you've traded with the Blissey. You have a Zapdos that is now going to be doing things it wasn't doing before. Camel Gaming does absolutely raise the score. If you're able to actually make a Shitmon do something, that like almost alone can make the game worth watching. Yeah, Techmoon, you can submit whatever the hell you want. Superpower, it's a lead mixed Registeel, which is some of the greatest moves of all time. Bolt beam coverage, superpower, crazy. And what kind of hidden power is that from Metagross? Is this HP Fire like mixed? Does it have Psychic on it? Oh, Cameo. In Spanish. I had no idea, Jonathan Torres. Are you Pilfs? Are you Don? Are you the gamer that submitted this? Or do you just speak Spanish? I took 4 years in high school. I used to be kind of nice with it. Polarat Gaming as well? What is happening? This is something, folks. Kamehameha. Heracross is here. Is it really John? Hi, Zets. I sent a replay in DMs a couple weeks ago, but just saw you have a channel for it on DC. I posted it there too just now. Okay, fantastic. I'll add it to the queue to watch today if we can get to it. It appears we have just received a submission from Playboy Farty 999, and it doesn't want to load for whatever reason. But we're gonna continue. Jonathan Torres confirming that he is not, in fact, Pilfs. Oh, yeah, did I miss something crazy? Did I miss this thing clicking counter? Oh, that works on hidden power regardless of the typing. I almost missed that. Thank you for pointing that out, McFlurry. Did you guys know about that? Even if hidden power is a special move like HP Fire, it can still be countered because in the code, like the default hidden power value is like normal, so it thinks all hidden power are physical when checking for that kind of thing. And it's CB Ments, no lefties. Okay. Hera is here. You resist Megahorn with the Polarath, but I suppose you also do with Zapdos. And again, the camel blew up on the Blissey, and look at this. Oh, mixed Zapdos. Okay. All right. When you have something that already resists bug, and you switch to something else that happens to also resist bug, and that thing is Zapdos, that could represent mixed Zapdos with Drill Peck. I think there's a world where you could have been like, their Zapdos is really good into the rest of my team, and they decided to bring it in on this Heracross. They could have maybe traded down with the Polarath. I think that there's a world where we could have sussed that out. Angus, welcome back. Goose Gray, welcome to the stream. It's replay of the week time. We're trying to determine which of these replays is the greatest amongst all of them. All we know is Drill Peck. Is that hidden power? Oh, yeah. It's locked into HP Fly. And Toxic Sand Spike's thinking, I cannot afford to switch out. Because if you switch out to the Suicune eventually dies to the Zap, you bring this back in. Okay, you lock into Rock Slide, and then you lose to the Polarath. So you chip the Zapdos down just a bit. Suicune comes in. It better not be Monokune, though. Calm Mind Rest. You click Surf. This is... I think the Polarath Gaming is about to take Pilfs home to the promised land. Suicune has to rest immediately. Rock Smash? Are you trying to lower his defense? No way. I think this is gonna work. Yeah, you're gonna get some defense drops eventually. This is fucking insane. This is wild. You get one defense drop and decide to start sending it. I would get additional defense drops, because if this thing can hit you... Well, if you have Water Absorb, the only thing it can hit you with is Ice Beam. Toxic Sand Spikes, not the Rock Smash. Poliwrath outplayed once again. And it is Water Absorb. It's not damp. You have checked and revealed that it's Water Absorb. Do you have Ice Beam over Sleep Talk on the Suicune? And Brick Break is a 3-hit KO. That's it. Yeah, I agree. I think Bulk Up is probably just simply superior to Rock Smash, but that is fucking hilarious, Pilfs. I'm gonna give this one an A-. Very well done. Very well done from Pilfs. Keep It Sexy 23 versus Flanky. We got more mid-ladder for the gaming. Lead Mence is here, afraid of HP Ice, and it was. It was an HP Ice. Heads up, pivot to Jirachi. And getting it out of the way of a mag, trying to trap it. So many gamers just... It was Salic Magneton. We've revealed that it was Salic all along. Crossdrop would have just killed it. So, kind of funny things happening. And by the way, everybody's just so happy to give this Pokemon Hariyama guts. Can we talk about that? What value is there in paralyzing it there? I just don't know. Supercell? I don't know of any Supercell games. I'm not a Supercell gamer. Okay, this is kind of a bit of a predicament for Flanky. How are we going to try to get out of this one? Taking a big hit here. Surely the Tar has Earthquake. Wow, that was kind of a ballsy focus. Oh my god, critting through the attack drop. Wild. Is it CB? That's like one of the only things that makes sense to me in this. Oh my god, Flanky just gets the Omni Boost. What is happening in this one, folks? Oh my god, it's Ancient Power, HP Grass. What a set, the perfect set for this moment. And I think it's over. I think Flanky's just Dodrio gaming, not the right moment. Keep It Sexy 23. Oh, we get a second Omni Boost, Flanky. Flanky Zero, congratulations on winning Replay of the Week. That was spectacular. Sometimes you're just simply the better player. I've never seen a player named Keep It Sexy 23 get outplayed as hard in my entire life. That was something else. Holy fucking shit. A++. Awesome. Gamer Graham, perhaps the greatest gamer to regularly grace our chat. 1600 gaming versus 1600 gaming. Blues Energy, by the way, folks. Blues Energy, excellent gamer. Hilarious. They've been streaming lately. They've been streaming ladder climbs on this very platform on YouTube. I would highly encourage you guys to check out. I think their name is just Blues Energy on YouTube. But they've been streaming quite a bit the past couple days. And I think they're probably the best player to regularly stream ADVOU ladder on YouTube. If you guys are looking for some strong gaming. Shiny Ledian debating. I'm not even paying attention to this game. We gotta start over. All right, Blues Energy getting a T-Wave on the opposing Zap. That's awesome. We're chipping a Lax. No Sand, though. We have now paralyzed it. And we ourselves are now paralyzed. Focus Punch. Oh, no. Full para, no. Gamer Graham, no. That's so unfortunate. Yeah, Blues is like, dude, you freaking had me. And now T-Tar going for the Focus Punch. This is insane. Blues is going to send it again? Okay, well, Snorlax ends up getting the kill anyway. Blues, that was some insane gaming. All right, they're going to try to fish for a full para here. Not getting it so far. It is Leftovers Hera, but because of Sand Leftovers order, this is your last chance. Yeah, you cannot sub ever again. Oh, but Swarm Megahorn is more than enough. Oh, my. Celebi's faster than Hera, so got to get out of dodge here. Zap can come in and take a Psychic. What will it do now? It'll get Leech Seeded. It'll just get Leech Seeded. And I imagine we're going to be throwing it to the birds. No. Graham, Calm Minds on Blues. Wow. I mean, Blues could have stayed in and T-waved you. Is this Calm Mind pass? Next to a Snorlax makes me think it's a bit less likely. But if it is, Blues Energy is in a tough spot now. Okay, throwing up a Wish. The Jirachi is seated. That Body Slam para was so... yeah, there it is. There's the BP to Milo. Oh, no. Shiny Lady, and it's Kevin Love. The Cleveland Cavalier player to score the most points in a single quarter was Kevin Love. In like 2017 or 2018. Mirror Coat! Oh my god, Mirror Coat on +2 Calm-Minded Milo. This is crazy. Yeah. And I think Blues is going to be fine as long as you don't get crit. There's 22 opportunities, and any full para isn't that big of a deal. You just keep going. So you have 21 more chances here. I guess the Surfs, if you can get enough non-full paras in a row, you're doing a bit more than recover. So yeah, the Starmie is slowly dying. Blues Energy kind of needs full paras to eventually get back up to full health. This is it. Well, Surf just hit 53, 56, so I think it has done as much as 59. Oh, you barely escape the dying to sand. Blues Energy, get paralyzed already. What the fuck? Gamer Graham crit already. I agree with both of them. It's kind of insane that neither of those two things happened even once. And they clicked Surf like 10 times. Wonder what the chances of no full para, no crit in 10 attempts. I mean, just full para is like a 25% chance, bro. All right. Blues running out of answers for this freaking Milo. And Ice Beam actually doesn't kill. Led Zepp is best. Welcome back. We've missed you. You haven't been in the comment section of some of my recent uploads, and it's kind of hurt my feelings. I'm not going to lie. I have never seen a freaking Milo go off to this extent. Hera should be able to... No, you miss! You miss Mega Horn! Blues Energy, no! Oh, no. It had Marvel Scale, so is there a world where Milo could live Swarm Mega Horn from that range? I imagine not. Also, Curse Pert could... maybe do it. Again, it still is Marvel Scale Milo, so you're going to need a lot of full paras. Yeah, and one more Surf, and that's just it. Holy shit, Gamer Graham. Oh, wait a minute! Okay! Graham just has too many Pokemon left in the bag, though. Yeah. Yeah, you threaten it out with the HP Grass. The Pert is insanely low. Surely you have a way to deal with... Well, okay. Wish is... helpful. Pacers up 4 at the half. Good to know. Can anybody tell me what part of the Pokemon Emerald original soundtrack this song is from? I'm not going to lie. This does not ring many bells for me right now. What does Gamer Graham have left? Surely you should win this. Oh, immediately gets the full para. This has been a crazy one. This feels a little stalematey, though. I'm going to put us on fast. Blues Energy understands that this Celebi can't do much. It has Psychic and Leech Seed to pressure the Pert, and that is it. You have Calm-Minded, but after Leech Seed, I don't think you can... maybe you can barely live. No, you don't think you can. You're going to sack the Zapdos. Leech Seed is still up. You could have healed your Celebi, but instead T-Tar is here, Dragon Dancing, and that should be it. +1 Earthquake is a 2-hit KO. Jirachi can protect here. No. Blue's energy was probably... Maybe they were playing more aggressively. Maybe they selected Body Slam hoping that you were going to DD on a assumed protect. And instead you just took the kill. So that was actually a sick 50-50 win by Gamer Graham. And okay, Torrent Hydro Pump. This is crazy. There's no way Blues is going to win this, right? What do you have in the back? Breloom? Okay, you can do 31% with something. Yeah, it's Spore. Yeah, it's over. Is it Focus Punch? No, you're just going to, yeah. Leech Seed, Sub-Spore. Absolutely nothing Blues can do here. And I feel like Brick might have even won before. But the fact that Gamergram didn't go for it tells me they probably calced it and were trying to be safe. Excellent game. I've never seen Milo as a Calm Mind pass recipient. Very interesting idea. And this is DD Tar and Breloom, by the way. And, like, physical Snorlax. So, like, Calm Mind Celebi has, like, exactly 2, like, Baton Pass recipients. I feel like typically you would see more than simply 2 potential recipients. Maybe this is DD HP Grass Tar. Can you imagine that? What if you pass a +1 Calm Mind stack to T-Tar, you Dragon Dance up, they bring in their Swampert thinking that they're chill, but they were the opposite of chill. You guys don't hear the tunes. That's hilarious. God damn it. Let me fix that for you guys. Let me know if that fixed it. We must press on. It's Young 30 versus Feather 14. Mid-ladder gaming. 1500 gaming. This is right around where I'm sitting right now. Lead Medi. Okay. That's what I like to see. Tell me it's a sub. No, it's just a Rock Slide click. That does not look like Choice Band Rock Slide to my head calc. Maybe we'll find out later. The Medi didn't have leftovers, so it either was CB or Lum. Zard is here to pressure the Fori. Young 30 has acquired a single spike. Oh, and just raw focus punching into the Bliss. So this is a cool 50-50 because if they soft-boiled, you could... Honestly, I kind of think that it's tough to make progress as the Charizard. Because if they soft-boiled... Soft-boiled kind of beats everything. If you focus punch, the soft boiled happens first, and like it just kind of resets the situation. If you sub and they freaking soft boiled, then they're at full health. You're behind a sub. You click focus punch, they delete your sub, and again we're just kind of back to the same spot. So it's kind of a conundrum. Like, yeah, Charizard can like kind of pressure Blissey in some spots, but like not really from full health at the beginning of games. Like, how much value do you get here? You have to pivot to a physical Pokemon that can pressure Blissey like more directly right now on a soft boiled to really convert this into an advantage. And yeah, like you go for it, assuming soft boiled. And again, even if you did, they go up to full and then you hit them one more time, and you risk a lot of your Charizard's goddamn health. So yes, Charizard is a mixed attacker, but it's complicated trying to get value versus Blissey in the early game with like no spikes up, nothing else. I like that crunch click. Shiny Ladian saying CB. Okay. Yeah, I guess CB Rock Slide doing 30-ish, 35 to Scarm. That makes sense. All right, well, this is terrifying for Feather 14. After one more stack, you are not going to be able to break sub. And they still have just enough health such that they can... Oh, but they're just going to T-Bolt. Oh, and Psychic did 24%. You could have subbed there. Yeah, and your T-Bolt only did 39%. I'm surprised that wasn't a substitute click. Maybe it was a roll. Maybe they were predicting that Feather would... I really don't know what to make of that. But that Raikou did not have HP Ice. We know that. Calm Mind Blissey. Bolt Beam Soft Boiled Calm Mind. Okay, Feather 14 getting 0 spikes. You've toxicked a natural cure Pokemon. And lost your entire Skarmory. Some could refer to this as suboptimal. And Young 30 is going to give up the entire Blissey to get a little bit of damage on the Swampert. There's a whole ass Charizard and a Celebi. And you traded the Blissey for 37% on Swampert? I don't know about that one. There's also a Starmie. Well, not anymore. But I'm telling you, I think that Blissey was supposed to do things for you, Young 30. Maybe not, though. Charizard comes in. Was it CB all along? We're just going to stay in and sack the Medi. Okay, Raikou here. It's HP Grass. And you're going to have to give up the Charizard. Celebi has to come in. It can take a hit. It can Psychic. You have to switch, right? You can't... Maybe you're like, the only way I win is if I get a crit or a para full para. Oh, Arrow. Okay, well, maybe if your win condition is Arrow, then trading your Blissey for a little bit of chip on Swampert could be a bit more defensible. I think Double Edge is going to be a 2-hit on the Pert, though, even though it's going to be stepping on a Spike. HP Fly. I don't think HP Fly does as much as Double Edge, does it? Oh, it's Sub Leechy. But the problem with Sub Leechy, I mean, first of all, it's Curse Pert, so you just lose. But it takes so long to get down to that berry that Swampert, look at all the leftovers chip heal it's going to get. Okay, Curse is insanely helpful. And like with Sub Leechy, I think you should be able to stall this out. Like, it's not going to be Curse Refresh. It is! It is Curse Refresh! No way! The perfect set. And I believe Feather 14 will have done it. No way. I don't even know what the out is for Young 30 anymore. This is an easy refresh click. That's kind of insane. You need to crit. Yeah, you need to crit through. And I would sub down to your berry before you try to go for it, because you probably need it. But this is looking over. This is looking very over. What a match. Okay, I would like to rescind a statement. Again, given that you need to win with Arrow, I think trading down with that Blissey was a bit more defensible. Sometimes you just run into the one Swampert set that just, like, beats your physical off team. Sometimes it just happens. Curse Refresh is really cool shit. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan, Feather 14. Can you guys hear the music now? I think you can hear it. Let me know if I'm wrong. Moody45, a 1300 gamer, and we're Quillfish Gaming. We've got two of the least appreciated spikers in all of Gen 3, at least according to Shiny Ledian. Oh, Quillfish, no. You get Poison Point, but at what cost? All of your spikes are gone. If I'm Lamtongue 8864526, I am going to Rapid Spin and then blow up and accept that Quillfish got one spike. Oh, but there's a Gengar. Okay, maybe there's hope for Moody because Thunderbolt kills. Giga Drain mid-ground. Very nice. Very nice. Blissey stepping on hella spikes, but easily able to take a Psychic. Dual Rapid Spinner here. This is... What are we looking at from Lamtongue? We are 1200 versus 1300 gaming. It's a Jolt Spikes team. This is like Jolt Spikes Boom Spam. If a Boom ever catches this Blissey, look at how low the damn Blissey is, by the way. Yeah, you've soft-boiled it up for now, but something's going to have to take a big mash. And the Blissey's the one that stays in and it has counter. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Can you take a single Earthquake? Oh, crit might have mattered. I don't even know. Claydol Earthquake is kind of mid. Like, yeah, it's stab and it's a strong move. And there's a Boom. Jolt is here. The Suicune is effectively dead. It's, oh my god, Chansey Gaming? It's Quillfish double special wall. What is even happening? Chansey has utility moves, right? What is it carrying Aroma? The Blissey was countered. Fire Blast, Chansey, Moody. I think you might be cooking a little bit too hard, buddy. This is wild. I mean, it's kind of 1v1ing the Jolteon, by the way. What is this? what am I watching right now? Yeah, Lantung, I think you've needed to get out of here like turns ago. This has not been in your favor for a while now. We lost a lot of health on that Jolt and made literally no progress on the Chansey. Are you going to have to sub down to Blaze Range? Oh, wait, Fire Punch? Oh, no, it's Salic, isn't it? Yeah, no, this is over. With 3 spikes, it is absolutely fucking over. Oh my gosh, that is the perfectly wrong Gengar set to find this Charizard. HP, whatever. Probably rock ground coverage. Salic Quillfish. Oh, it's Destiny Bond. That's the one thing that can save Moody. No fucking way, dude. Can Snorlax actually win it from this position? The Cloyster is poisoned at 70%. It can blow up, though. Crit return? Excuse me? Show me leftovers on the Snorlax. Yeah, it's not CB or anything. This is crazy. Go to Gengar on the explosion. It was Ice Beam. Oh my god. What is happening? That was the craziest Salic Quillfish Destiny Bond I've ever seen. That was like the literal only way out. I thought it was insanely over. Oh my gosh. Yeah, dude. Gengar Giga Drains? Oh, you have Destiny Bond here as well. That's it. No way. That was fucking crazy. I doubted you, Moody. I doubted you. I said you were cooking too hard with the Chansey. I was wrong. That was a fucking movie. Damn, maybe that's the actual winner. All right, we're gonna have like a co-winner situation. It looks like, unless we find additional insane gaming. This is, yeah, Shiny Lady and I agree. This is A+. Holy hell. Was there any activity in the chat when that happened? No, nobody, they didn't even, they were so locked in. Holy fucking shit. Did we already see this? That was really cool. No, we saw Gamer Graham versus Blues Energy. Blues Energy has been on the damn ladder lately. Oh my god. What the hell was that? Alright, Singing Crow. Let's see what you can do to Blues Energy. That's the problem with just DDing this early into a match, is if you DD and a perk comes in, you get no value. Mind you, had he clicked Rock Slide, the perk's going to heal most of it off anyway. It also kind of forces Revenant to show their hand, like, what is your Rock Resist? Okay, it's Swampert. Got it. It's not Flygon. It's not Defensive Jirachi. It's not Claydol. That was wild. Okay, Blues loses the Starmie. It was apparent that that Revenant was faster via the leftover in Sand from the end of the prior turn. Heracross damn well positioned. Going Charizard on the Focus Punch. It's still damn good chip. What's Blue's response to this? Go to your own Zapdos. And, I mean, Blaze Fire Blast is going to do a lot. It's also faster than Zapdos. Oh, but Blaze Flamethrower might not 2-hit. To me, I didn't even know this until recently, gamers. But if you look at like a lot of like the base 120 special attacks with lowered accuracy, you're thinking about like a Thunder, a Hydro Pump, a Blizzard versus Fire Blast. Hydro Pump. Hydro Pump has 80 accuracy. I want to see if they've changed it. Gen 1 to 5. They lowered its base power at some point. I didn't know that. Okay, so it's been 80% accurate all along. Let's look at Thunder. This has 80 accuracy. Blizzard was 90 in Gen 1. I know that. And then it was reduced to 70. You guys see where I'm going with this? Fire Blast. Hold on. Why? I don't know why that didn't pull up. But anyway. Fire Blast has 85% accuracy. That's like 15% more than the moves that we just looked at, right? So it's like insane value. I understand it's not hitting all the time. But like, it's a lot more reliable than the comparable moves. And I don't see people talking about that. And to me, if you're running Charizard, like, you gotta be a gamer. You gotta nut up a little. That's a PSA to just, like, in general, not singling out Revenant in particular for using Flamethrower. I'm not trying to go on, like, an anti-ABR crusade right now. I'm just saying. It's 85%. This Zapdos, if Blues can... Oh, you're going to trade down with the Zapdos. Yeah, I think that's fair. Your Starmie already eliminated theirs. You have a Swampert for this T-Tar. Your Charizard can handle the Heracross. But that Zapdos, especially if it has grass coverage, which it's used Hidden Power once, so we probably know what it is. It's very threatening to everything else we see here. And we know that the Charizard is faster. So you could sub here. I think Blues probably has to let it go to deny this. No, you actually can't sub. I was wrong. Because you only have 27% health. You'll die to Sand. T-Tar comes in. It would have been insane to just raw click Focus Punch there, but that could have been a game-winning play. Swampert's going to have to take a Focus Punch now. And damn, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, Hydro Pump, this is offensive Swampert. Crit. Wow. That's crazy. And Revenant's Pert is faster. There goes the entire Swampert on Blues' side. Hera coming in. And it's going to sub. Fishing for a pump miss. I don't hate that. Singing Crow. I like running Flame over Blast with sub. You can afford the lower power with the free hit. I can respect that perspective. Flanky. Funny how I run Thunder on Gengar. Anybody watch the Nidoking video I put out? I threw Thunder on my Nidoking set. And I went for it like 4 times in 3 games and hit exactly 0 of them. If I kept Fire Blast on that thing, I'm telling you, I'm hitting at least 3 of those motherfuckers. Revenant taking a spike and allowing the Hera to simply get a sub. You could have killed it with Drill Peck. I guess you hadn't revealed the Drill Peck. No, you had. You had, and Blues was like, I'm freaking subbing, dude. I'm getting down to Swarm, and if you think I'm switching out because I'm afraid... It had already revealed sub. Like, that's kind of an insane spike, is it not? Because if they simply clicked sub, which had been revealed, then, like, you're getting taken to church a little bit. I guess you lose the Skarm, like, not the biggest deal in the world, and now your Zard can come back and, like, revenge. And maybe it's like, yeah, I'll trade my Skarmory for your Hera and I get a spike. Maybe that's not that insane. No Focus Punch this time. Instead, Blues goes Jirachi to get in front of the Swampert. Switch in. Throwing up a Wish. Okay, and this looks like... Oh, there's the... That's huge. That's enormous. Singing Crow, you're going to need to get many, many DDs. And yeah, like, how valuable is clicking Earthquake there? Because they're going to throw up a Wish, right? Like, you need to get it more DDs, don't you? So that you can just one-shot the Rachi? Because, like, what was it doing, right? Like, it was just fire punching you. That thing cannot hit you. Yeah, so to me, like, I would have, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm missing something. I would have farmed this thing for more Dragon Dances. I guess you're trying to deny the T-Tar the ability to come in and heal. But now when you kill Jirachi, that's exactly what happens anyway. So, I think I'd rather just have more Dragon Dance stacks. Yeah. Wanted to go for the Earthquake there to try to kill the Tar. We take a T-Bolt, we land a Rock Slide, and this is looking damn good, though, despite everything. They're going for Paraflinch outs. That's one. You have a whole Swampert, though. Surely you can hit a pump. Oh, it's Curse Pert. Yeah, well, that's going to win. That's going to win. There's nothing Blues can do. He's got to get, like, a ton of flinches here. And that's game. Damn, everybody's showing off their ladder wins off against Blues. I'm going to have to get him to submit a replay sometime and get back at you guys. Nice match. That was a nice match. Shiny Ledian versus Watermess. Watermess the GOAT, by the way. Watermess had a hand in creating one of the Nidoking teams that I used in that recent video. We've missed a Rock Slide. Lead Hera just going to sub up now. Take the Focus Punch. Does this kill? No, not even a little bit. Watermess gets 3 damn spikes and goes to Dragonite. Some unfortunate misses for Shiny Ledian early on in this one. That is a 2-hit. Does Dragonite kill with Fire Blast from here? We may never know. Unfortunate. But it's only fair. Ledian had missed twice. That's crazy. Shiny Ledian typing thank you after getting a little bit of luck. Oh, that Rock Slide was a misclick. Some more banter in the chat between these two. Meta coming in on a lot of freaking spikes. And it's Kingdra. It's a Kingdra Rain team from Watermess. Regice the special wall of choice to try to deal with this thing. What is this team from Watermess? Dragonite. Are they going for the UUBL challenge or something? Kingdra is OU, like bona fide OU, right? It's not UUBL. These two absolutely are. We're back to the Fori. Wow, heads up play by Watermess. Getting the Fori in. Regice has been dealt with, and Kingdra is looking much better as a result. There's the spin. I mean, that spin is hugely valuable. No spin blocker revealed from Watermess. Yawn Snorlax. Oh, Kingdra is BL. Okay, well, if there's another one, maybe Watermess is going for the 1900 challenge. No. There's a third OU Pokemon has hit the floor. Defensive Flygon is here to Toxic and try to protect stall the Salamence. Ledian doesn't get another Dragon Dance off. That's usually the play. Obviously, it's always going to be a mix-up. Flamethrower for 9 huge %. You got a DD here, right? Surely this is a DD. Shiny Ledian? Are you there? Went for double protect. That double protect could have been spicy. Kingdra should be able to live this and click. Oh, it's protect Kingdra. I've never seen that technology. Because Rain Dance, like water move, ice beam coverage. So it's given up something. Agility grows here to try to do things. Fori blow up? No. Or Earthquake? No. Just taking a spike. Kingdra here to deal with Agility Metagross. Just going to protect Chip Heal before we try to start trading down. Could be advantageous. There's the Rain Dance. And Surf is not necessarily a 2-hit. It may even be non-favored. You only did 52% a moment ago. Earthquake only doing 31%. So Water Mess can afford to go for the 3-hit here. And Ledian will finally decide to blow up after the Protect had just been used. Off Me coming in on a spike. And getting a little bit more value out of the pump than they might have otherwise. Just the fact that Ledian submitted this replay tells me that they probably won it, but I'm wondering how. Focus Punch. How much does it do to the Umbreon? That nearly kills. Can Umbreon get a Protect up? No, Water Mess is going to let it go to allow Snorlax to come in and be healed. It's Yawn Lax. So if Snorlax can force this to last Mon... Oh, you're going to let the Swampert go to sleep. Look at how much that return does, too. That's crazy. All right, the Heracross is still fully healthy. It's sub-Focus Punch, too. I don't know what your last would be. I would guess it's coverage like HP Ghost or something. I don't even know who's favored. You wouldn't... Do you have Brick Break? Oh, it's Megahorn. Of course, it's just Megahorn. Water Mess first turn Wake to win with the Mon that died to Fire Blast. Nice. Damn. Mad, that ate the top player mindset. Water Mess left. Poor Water Mess. Yeah, that is kind of crazy. I suppose that Lax, if it has Boom, could it have lived? Could it have lived a Megahorn were it at... So what, it lost 30%? It would have been at 65. I will say, though, in Shiny Ledian's defense, if that were the case, Hera could always go for subbing down to Swarm and then Megahorning. But then, by then, the Lax would have gotten 18% more health. So, not sure what those calcs look like, but kind of a silly one. Kind of a silly one. Tetrafolium Gaming, let's fucking go. I'm here for this. It's 1500 versus 1674. We're getting into the nosebleeds, and it's no Toshket et Chum. Oh my god, crit Drill Peck into Tetrafolium. I think Tetra said something like, along with this replay, they provide some context saying that they may have gotten a little unlucky in this game, but they ended up trying to pull themselves back. That was the narrative. Yeah, Ledian, you guys both, you missed a couple moves. It happens. It's Pokemon. The early wake-up was fairly fortunate. You got to admit it. Okay, Meta has eliminated Swampert. No more Rock Resist. And the T-Tar comes out immediately. And Tetra bringing in the Regice, maybe trying to bring something that not only can kind of pressure Skarm and deny spikes, but also deal with the other Pokemon that's been revealed. But I like that play from them. They've eliminated your Rock Resist, and well, here comes their Rock Threat. Secondary Rock Resist in Metagross is here immediately. We've missed a Meteor Mash, folks. Could you imagine that they just Drill Peck there? Just Drill Peck expecting Charizard to come in? It's not that insane. It's not that insane. And that could have won them the entire game. Maybe you could call it, but like, if you're wrong, like, who cares? I think the meta looked like Choice Band because it's not revealed lefties and it had to come in. Well, no, it didn't have to come in on the spike, right? Oh, no. This is Choice Band meta. I still think, though, like, okay, like, if you're wrong, you lose, like, 30-some% of your health when Meteor Mash even hits. I think that's a play that you can see. You can see that, and because also, like, what if they want to go Medi? It's tough for them to go Medi when you've revealed Drill Peck, mind you. It's easy. It's very easy in retrospect for me to say you should just Drill Peck there. I do think it should be in your bag. Starmie is not going to be able to recover forever. Nice maneuvering from Tetra, though. This can be an easy T-Bolt. Okay. You just go meta again. You stay in to get more damage on it. That makes sense. It can't take another Ice Beam. It's got to kill you. But I think... I was going to say meta, I think, dies to +1 Earthquake now. But your T-Tar should be able to live. Yeah. Oh, and it's Roar. Did you really not have anything that could deal 34% to that T-Tar? Interesting. See how this one plays out. We've had to sack the T-Tar. Running out of answers. And this is CB meta. No, it's not. It's Lum. It's Agility Lum Metagross. I think it hadn't landed a button. It missed its only Meteor Mash click, so we had less information. All I saw was no lefties. I assumed CB. I was wrong for that. Pursuit, Fire, Crunch, Roar makes a lot of sense. And yeah, I think Agility Gross just simply wins. Wow. Very well done from Tetra. Unsurprising. Short one there. But yeah, I like how they maneuvered that one. How did they find the agility on the Metagross? They sack the T-Tar. They bring in meta. And yeah, Starmie can't kill the meta. And then from here, wow. Does it really just one-shot everything? They go to T-Tar. It dies to Mash. Gengar can't live a single Mash. Wow. Obviously, Jolt goes down. This is a very offensive team. They couldn't get more than a single spike. Not sure how different things could have been if they did eliminate that Zard. I think their Skarmory was going to be really, really important to try to deal with this Agility Metagross. And Tetra confirms that Ladian was correct about the set. Empty Wisdom dropping some Gen 9 Little Cup. I don't even know who some of these guys are. That's an Elekid. That's a horse Pokemon. A Shelder, Bulbasaur. That's not a Pokemon. Volibee, Mienfoo. Let's dive in. Shell Smash. Are we going to see a Shell Smash? Switching on the Fake Out, okay. Tetra, that is a cool team. Buzz, I will absolutely play some Slippy with you. I don't think I'm going to have time today. I'm about to go to the gym with my buddy, and afterwards, I'm going to be hanging out with my partner tonight. But hit me up. I will tell you guys, for like, this could be a very cool, sick, amazing replay. I do not know anything about Pokemon after like Gen 4. I never played any of the cartridge games. Well, I played Sword and Shield like one time through. I played like Scarlet once. I played Arceus, but much of the time I'm like playing with like my old friendos, my nostalgic Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3 friends. Whitkiz, welcome. Every day is leg day. I do strong list 5x5, just like kind of getting back into it. But we've been going in for like a month or two. The reason I say all this is I am not the person to appreciate anything that's happening here. Like Toad School? What the hell is that? That's a tentacle with different typing and a separate name. Like, I could not tell you, like, anything about the stats of these Pokemon, their move sets. Chinchou, we can talk about. We can talk about Chinchou. Volt Switch. You're old school NorCal? No fucking way. How old school? Like, what was your first local? What year? Mine was, I think I went to some in 2012, but I didn't really start showing up till 2013 in the OSU Melee scene in Columbus, Ohio. I gotta check my phone real quick as this plays out. Oh, Pacers are up 12 near the end of the third quarter. Oh, 2013-ish? Oh my god, twinsies. The Mudbray is still asleep. That's all she wrote. I do think it's cool that they gave Pokemon like regional forms. I'm not like that much of a boomer. I guess that's fine. You're on San Jose State Smash team. That's dope as shit, bro. Yeah, we'll have to get some games in. I've told you this already, but I am washed as all hell. I'm like pretty average in terms of like the current player base anymore. No way. You playing Tang in a crew battle? That is old school as all hell. How many other people in the chat know who Tang is? Empty Wisdom wins a Gen 9 low cut battle. I'm sorry, I really can't do... Like, the further we stray from Gen 3, the further we stray from God's Light, and I am just not going to know what's going on. I can't really do these games justice. You guys can submit what you want. Just know that, like, I can only do so much. A second submission from Flanky has hit the Zet stream. Arda still trying to catch Houdini. Really just full sending it on mid-ladder. An attack raise has been acquired. Oh my. Oh my. The Fori has HP fire, but to what avail? Steelix is going to have to try to do something. And it is choice band locked. That is insane. Oh my. No. No. No freaking way. You're just doing 50% to a resist after +2. Clear body is a hell of a drug. And we're saving the Metagross for later. Pivoting in on an Earthquake. This is bad news bears for Artisil. That is absolutely choice banded. Umbreon gonna protect. Oh, okay, nice protect. Artisil trying to bring themselves back into this one. That meta already did more than enough. The Fori is damn low. We have acquired a Rapid Spin. Healing up that Fortress is kind of huge. Dusclops is here. Flanky trying to spin block. You have cursed an Umbreon? I've got to say, you've given up half of your Dusclops' health. And the Umbreon's actually going to stay in and wish. Okay. Lax has hit the floor safely. What's your click into Immense? You're just going to curse? Yeah, I suppose. Why the hell not? This could get out of control. Clicking self-destruct there. Really, from Artisil? Why? You're at full damn health. They could have just gone to Dusclops also and clicked Wisp. There's a multitude of reasons I'm not a fan of that click. You call this team Mag Clops. I'm surprised you haven't magged their 4 yet, by the way. Surely there's been moments where that could have been a thing that happens. They click HP Grass instead of Rapid Spin. Okay. The Umbreon has synced up and forced both of your Mon to get kind of annihilated. Umbreon is down. Just the simple fact that... Pain Split is helpful there. That you still have a mag to just annihilate the Fori someday is kind of crazy. Missing the Wisp probably doesn't matter too much at this stage, does it, folks? And the Gara has been wisped. Artisil, I don't think you were allowed to let that happen, buddy. I really don't think you were allowed to let your Gyarados get Will-O-Wisped. I think the game was already over, but any world where you make this comeback does not involve allowing your Gyarados to be put on a timer and having its attack stat halved. You were predicting a Shadow Ball on the self-destruct turn. VCR, this is the kind of... Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm realizing that it's Rest DD Gyarados. And yeah, you got to leave immediately, of course, because of Thunderbolts. Meaning the Fori is trapped and dies to Thunderbolt anyway. And now Gara comes back and it's all over. I'm shocked that the Mag took that long to trap the Fori and acquire the victory. That was an odd one. Sand is very nice and cool. Gen 4 Sand Spadef boost for rock types was not necessary. We did not need that. Database overloaded. Kind of wild. Playboy Farty 999 versus Nardgo. I believe this is the last submission. Oh, we've also got a Tech Moon submission. Let's get through them, gamers. Let's dive in. We're nearly caught up. Can you believe it? Spadef Rescara is kind of a set. Lead Doug. Wow. That T-Tar not teched to live against Lead Doug. Lead Doug was kind of a moment in time. You don't see it. I really don't see it on ladder. I really don't. Mag is here. Wow. Fori has lived. You have Earthquake? No, you just have Explosion. Take as much damage on the Mag as you can get. Kind of tough to expect Mag. Doug, Mag, Suicune. A lot of trapping going on. Okay. Okay, so this is like weather clear. No. No? From Nardgo? Oh my god, Pursuit crit on Charizard. Excuse me? Playboy Farty, you submitted this game. Surely you make a comeback somehow. This is kind of insane. But how are you to win this? Quagsire's here and has been trapped by Doug. Alright, Sunny Day when your T-Tar is still alive so that Snorlax can come in and win? We're Curse Pert? What does Quagsire have to say about it? It's also Curse. Okay. Well, it has Stab Earthquake. You have Stab normal move. And you are faster than the Quagsire. By you, I'm, of course, referring to Nardgo. And they're going to go for Body Slam, maybe trying to get a Para. Didn't get it that time. And now you're behind on the Curse stacks. And we will be going to full... We'll be going to full stacks here. At least on Playboy Farty's side. There's the... Okay. Maybe we can go back to normal. Normal speed. Are you just going to try to punch through? It's a 3-hit KO. You just hit 24%. They're up to 37. They actually... Yeah, I think they were going to be able to live. This is kind of insane. Oh, wait a minute! It's rest! It was rest all along! Oh, shit. Nardgo, no. I think there was a world where you were going to win this, but I don't see it anymore. You definitely... crit saves you, of course, but... You just wake up and keep resting? Oh, Playboy Farty just immediately gets a crit of their own. HP Grass? No, Crunch doesn't get there. And Water Absorb is a thing. Does Ice... Surely Ice Beam would be able to do 14% if you have it, which you do. Importantly, what's in the bag for Playboy Farty? It's Blissey. If it's not Calm Mind Blissey, it's not going to be Curse Warrior to Calm Mind War. It is. This is crazy. Oh, it's Calm Mind Sub. Okay. Okay, so you don't have rest. You don't have any healing. I think Playboy Farty is going to win this. I think they're heavily favored here. They're ahead on Calm Minds. Of course, the sub basically nullifies that. They're going to hit full stacks on the same turn. Effectively. Tetra dropping additional knowledge in the chat. Rest is basically required for Quag. Guys, if you haven't subbed to Tetrafolium's YouTube channel, you best do so very soon. Congrats to him on just hitting 200 subs. Putting out some of the most informative content for ADV OU on the entire platform. The Quagsire video is going to drop at some point. You're not going to want to miss it. Getting sand back up just in time to bring your sub-coon back in. And there's the immediate crit. Yeah, but to be fair, they probably needed the crunch into Ice Beam in order to actually kill that Quag. Though, I guess maybe they could have brought the Suicune in and Ice Beamed into Crunch and then had the T-Tar against the Blissey last. It's really tough to know what to expect in the back, though. Crazy. What's the grade on this one? Let's get... I mean, it's kind of crazy how there was a Curse War into a Calm Mind War, yet it was only a 30-turn game. Pretty awesome game. Yeah. I'm gonna say my feeling is B+. I almost went A-. That was dope as shit, though. That's probably gonna be the honorable mention in the eventual YouTube video. This is the last one. Shiny Lady, and your newest submission will be for next week. I got to work out with my buddy soon, but this is the last one. Watch V9 Apartment KIOBGDI versus Pesky Milk. Tech Moon showing us how to play against Ninjask. Hold the phone. What the hell? What is this? What is he doing? Wait, he also gets speed boost. Do people know about this? What is this? Flanky, I cannot watch any additional games today. This is going to be the last one. But you can submit it for the next week if you'd like. I don't think I've seen it. Okay, so this could have speed boost. It doesn't, meaning it has compound eyes. What is it using compound eyes to hit? Hypnosis? That must be it. This is a wild one. Zap baton passing a sub to Hera. Well, that's helpful. Hera Brick Break is like a damn 3-hit KO. Okay, no full para is insanely important there. Every little bit of damage you can get on this Lax is imperative. Earthquake actually doesn't kill. No way. You lose the entire Doug as well. It's Clamperl. We're Clamperl gaming. I can't remember the name of the item it holds, but it gives it like the highest special attack stat in the world. Blossom? What is this? 1100 gaming is a whole new world. Hanma. Clicking Whirlwind and not missing. Honestly, the Compound Eyes Whirlwind... You've stolen the leftovers from the Ninjask. This is kind of sick. The absolute audacity. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was Pesky Milk complaining about losing their leftovers. What was... Why is Tech Moon saying no in this exact spot? Did you not want to steal the leftovers? You wanted to steal the item from the Clamperl. That must have been it. Deep Sea Tooth. That's what it is. Oh, Light Ball Pikachu is actually higher. You were trying to steal Clamperl's item. I thought Pesky Milk was like, no, the accuracy drop. I wanted you to miss. I was going to be so mad at a Ninjask player complain. If you bring Ninjask, you do not get to complain about anything. In fact, you need to be apologizing profusely throughout the match. Let it be known. This is like the most insane team I've seen in a while, by the way. Yanma Blossom Electrode. At least you have a Snorlax to carry, and it did put in a lot of work. HP Fire in the Sun. Doing things. Oh my god, it's an Entei team. The video in this person's username isn't available anymore unless you're typing it wrong. Are you trying to recreate it by looking at the URL? I don't know. They posted it in the channel. Just click in my Discord server. Fire Blast Entei is achieving insane value. What will Ninjask do? Oh, so it is actually Clamperl with the highest special attack stat of all time. Suicune is also on the team. I suppose if I'm going to be running 4 like Jokemon if I'm going to throw any 2 Pokemon alongside them, it's going to be the 2 Pokemon most equipped to just, like, 6-0 the enemy team. Oh, subbing on the Toxic. Pesky Milk. I fear you have been defeated. That actually breaks +2 sub. Clamperl is fucking insane. Yeah, and this is an interesting mind game. Pesky Milk loses to inactivity. Wild. Well, this was interesting. I would have liked it if they didn't forfeit, because I thought this was good. This is kind of going okay. I mean, you were eventually going to lose the Suicune if you kept getting that 50-50 wrong. If you keep subbing and they keep denying your sub, like, eventually something has to happen. I mean, do they have the firepower to win? They were never able to really get speed over to the Clamperl. Tested their jank, verified it, and then dipped. Gamers, thank you very much for tuning into another week of replay of the week. I hadn't streamed in like a week and a half or so. And I'm going to try to be a little bit better about it. But hopefully I'll get the video out showcasing the coolest replays very soon. Until then, sub to Tetrafolium, and I'll catch you guys next time. Also, I have this thing. LOL, hold on. Everybody, don't leave yet. Don't even think about leaving. One moment. One moment, please. May I have everybody's attention? Okay, cool. I've added the mic to this slide. Oh, this is the wrong slide. Okay. Everybody continue staying here. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. Okay, I wanted to tell you guys something. I wanted to share some information with the chat, with all the viewers. I very much appreciate your support. Thank you for watching and tuning in. It's always a blast having you guys. I always forget to put this. I made this screen for all of you to show you and share it with you. But I always forget to go to it. I just end the stream. Until today. Flanky asking, so who won replay of the week? That much will be decided soon, and you will all know when the YouTube video hits the platform in the coming days. I'll probably put it out like tomorrow or Monday or something. But it's time. It's about that time, folks. Thank you all again very much. Have a splendid rest of your weekend.